There is a lot of useless advice out there that just doesn't work. However, this does. Get ahead of your opposition. It really does work, so give it a try by checking out the link in the description below.
The question, how can I write a cover letter for a resume? Answer by T. Thrilling Ray. Cover letters are rough. But if you think of it like a movie trailer, the movie trailer is what pulls people in, gets them interested and excited about watching the movie, right? That's what your cover letter should do. It's where you sell yourself to your prospective employer. You want them to get excited about reading your resume, watching the movie. With so many applicants for today's jobs, hiring managers will sometimes not even look at a resume, unless the cover letter grabs their attention. So your cover letter is your make or break introduction of yourself. Sometimes, do not attach your picture to your cover letter/resume. You should be hireable based on your qualifications, not on your looks. Unless it's a job that requires a certain look, modeling for instance. Do not add perfume, or glitter, or whimsical font. For one, some people are allergic to perfume. Don't make a prospective employer sick. 2. Glitter is just bad. It gets and sticks everywhere, and is hard to clean. For the font, unless perhaps you are seeking a job in a creative field. Even then, you should still appear professional, and let your resume and portfolio speak for yourself. A cover letter is an introduction of who you are and what you bring to the table. Here's a basic example of a cover letter. This is for one where the job application was solicited, due to an advertised position. Dear Ms. Smith, your job announcement for Quora Commentator came to my attention through your posting on the Rate My Job website. I am eager to talk to you about joining the community of Quora in this capacity. I believe my skills and experience make me a strong candidate for this position. My qualifications include the following: a master's degree in communications from Hard Knox University, a B.S. in BS from Trump University, excellent human relations and communications skills, proficiency in typing complete, grammatically correct sentences. The enclosed resume gives further details about my experiences and skills. May I have the opportunity to discuss the position and my qualifications with you? Please call me at the number above to arrange a time when we can meet. Like I said, it's just basic, but good to get started with. You can read this article for more insight, how to write a cover letter, and just search on the internet to get more input. You can also go to a workforce/employment agent, and they have people that can help with resume and cover letter writing. If you're in school, feel free to speak with one of your instructors in the business department. An English teacher should also be able to give you assistance. Answer by Bill Florin. Stripped down to the most basic elements, your cover letter should say the following: the position and location, i.e., city, for which you are applying, a statement about why you feel you are a great fit for the job and the company. You want to convey enthusiasm about the job and knowledge about the company. Address any obvious questions. For example, if you are living in San Diego and applying for a position in Seattle, you might say, I am planning a household relocation, will not request relocation assistance, and will be available to start on date. Ask for the interview and say, thank you. If you want to show your pro moves, a short paragraph about your professional qualities and characteristics that are relevant to the new role can help. Reference the job vacancy announcement to show you read it and understand what they want. If you follow this outline, keep it concise, and produce an error-free letter, you will be fine. 2 final tips. Your cover letter introduces you and your resume, so keep your writing focused on that objective. Do not summarize your resume, that is redundant and a waste of everyone's time. Answer by Amanda Augustine. Happy to help. Similar to writing a resume, when you're drafting a cover letter, it's important to tailor the information you include based upon the specific job you're applying for. While you'll likely make small tweaks to your resume to ensure it speaks to the core requirements and keywords found in the job description, your cover letter may require more editing. I like to break up my cover letters into 3 main sections. Section 1. Introduce yourself and explain why you're interested in the role and the company. This is your chance to demonstrate you've done your homework and know something about the company or industry. If you're confident in your writing skills and are feeling creative, you can swap out the standard introductory paragraph I mentioned above and replace it with an anecdote from your work history that illustrates the most important and relevant skills you possess that are required for the job at hand. My buddy Danny H. Rubin describes this method here. It's definitely a great way to hook the reader into wanting to read your entire cover letter. Section 2. Illustrate how you are qualified to do this job. Spell out how your experience, education, and abilities meet the position's core requirements. This is arguably the most important section, as it clearly explains to the reader why your application is worth a read. I like to identify 34 core must-have requirements from the job description, list each in its own bullet within the cover letter, and then explain how I meet that requirement. Section 3, close the note, indicating your enthusiasm and creating a call to action. Rather than merely asking for the hiring manager or recruiter to review your resume, let them know when you will follow up with them about your application. This keeps the ball in your court and gives you a legitimate reason to follow up. You just told them you would do so. Whenever possible, address your cover letter to a specific person, such as the hiring manager or the recruiter in charge of filling the position. Personalization, based upon what you've learned about the company and read in the job description, is key to getting your cover letter read. Avoid using a generic template where you simply replace one company name for another. I hope this helps. For more information on how to write a great cover letter and cover letter mistakes to avoid, please check out the following articles. 10 of the worst cover letter mistakes to avoid. Here's the right way to address your cover letters. 5 things to always include in every cover letter.